Hello there everyone, this is iMark3 and welcome back to a giant stompy robot simulator. Blooming MechWarrior 5. I really wish I could afford to get that, but hey, details. Yes, I talk of course, in the context of this channel, about MechWarrior Online. Yes, time to go stomp on other robots with my robot, because my robot is not the stompiest, actually, but it stomps around well enough. Right. Starting with this video, as I mentioned in the Corsair video previously, we are going to be looking at some of my favourite designs and loadouts that I managed to put together during my long relationship with MechWarrior Online. And for this one, we are rolling with the runner-up in terms of LRM specialist heavy mechs. The Catapult is the classic. The Archer is a bit more divisive because of its cockpit placement and stuff like that. But yes, we have an Archer for your entertainment today. Or in this case, more specifically, it's the ARCT variant, which I think is a hero. Let's have a store page. Show me your things. Don't show them the mech lab. That's spoiling things a little bit. Let's see. The Archer ARCT is, yes, the hero version. So yes, this is the hero version of the Archer. Purchased specially. I have never owned any of the other Archers. I just owned the hero one, and I bought it especially for this loadout. So if that doesn't count as a favourite, I don't know what does. So, to give you the loadout really quickly, in the mech lab we have a very simple loadout. So here we go. This particular mech is built on an endosteel structure with standard armor plating cladding it for protection. It also operates double heatsinks, though it doesn't actually have any extra heatsinks installed. It is running purely on its engine heatsinks. Speaking of the engine, it runs a light 300, which gives it a full speed of 69.4. Pretty decent for a heavy mech. Now, where do we go from here? My oh my. The complexity of this mech. We have one weapon system. We have one weapon system, and that is a pair of MRM-40s, supplied by 5 tons of ammunition. So yes, this thing is about delivering high explosive packets of goodness and joy to all the little boys and girls of the world. It's like Santa Claus, but it works any time year round, and it operates with high explosives. Yes, if this thing sees you, it's probably going to be lobbing explosives your way. And that is the sum total of the firepower and what this build is entirely focused on, in case that wasn't obvious already. Now, in terms of support, we have a pair of ER small lasers located above the cockpit, as it turns out, because of this mech's odd design. The head's down here, the CT is that central triangle there, and there's the lasers, right on the crown of it, just up there. So this can ridge peak, but it's not really that good at it because you still expose most of the mech to do so. It's just that you can't actually see until about half of your mech is exposed over the hill anyway. And that's at best, by the way, because another problem with the design is that it's got rabbit ears. These missile hatches, when they open, they just pop right up, so very easy to shoot at most of the time. That's another of the design's drawbacks. Oh dear. Anyway, yes, doing that. And we've got the MRMs, we've got the ER smalls, and we've got supporting equipment in the form of a AMS with 1 ton of ammunition, so light anti-missile potential, and a Guardian ECM device. So yes, this mech provides ECM coverage to all units near it, which is very handy for helping to prevent people from locking on to you and your allies. And you should be with your allies. This design follows the Corsair. Excuse me. Follows the Corsair in the previous video. It's a support mech. If this thing is on the front lines being targeted as a primary opponent, you are doing something very, very, very wrong. And you either get out of there quickly or you're going to die. That's basically all there is to it, honestly. Still, that is the design as it is, and without further ado, let us take this wonderful machine out into some stompy combat action. I was going to say I've just realised that there's no door in here, but those are the doors, aren't they? This is actually the drop ship. I never honestly looked at that before. Yeah. What the hell kind of dropship is this? This is an awful dropship design. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, moving on. Here comes the first match.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Frozen City Classic. In brackets, because that's apparently how it goes. An old mech. Well, this is an old mech, but it's an old map. And
Switch to heat if you can't see anything.
yeah, I was about to say that it's classic, but it's got a constant snowstorm going on it. So I will switch to heat targeting just because it'll let me actually see. So here we go. Instruments enhanced operation is the way to go with this one.
Wake up and
Target acquired.
That's a Warhawk, which is actually really close by. I forgot this is actually a really small map. Oops. Don't get in my allies' way. So yeah, black and white. Here we go. I want to stick near bigger targets then.
Target spotted.
As you can see, I took a glancing hit there, and I've already lost a bunch of armor.
So that bad cat that cost, it'll get in the way.
Target spotted.
I was going to explain why I've
Night Star.
counted this as one of my favourite mechs,
Cody, don't space tank so much.
but we're kind of getting into the action a little bit
You may
straight
be
away.
100
So.
tons of metal murder bear, but you still have one single
Target spotted.
torso to kill.
Target spotted.
Oh, just scrape past that Cyclops. Okay, so yeah, I was going to mention that things like this is probably one of my most planned out mechs ever. I mean, I went on the.
Enemy in the back.
I didn't. Yeah, bridge peeking there was a really bad idea. What is that?
Acquired.
Javelin. Ooh. Ugh, it's a javelin. Ew. Oh dear.
Don't get sloppy out there.
Right. Okay. 143 down, so I did have a fair bit pretty quickly, but damage taken 3 away. Remember what I said about the armor? This mech's got bad armor. And as a result of that, there's actually going to be 3 matches today, so I keep saying today, that's my old format. There's 3 matches in this video, there we go. Because that was not a good showing. Well, it showed out how good my armor is, but that's beside the point. So yeah, catch you in match number 2. Yeah, to show you how badly that went, that was a total wipe, and it was over in a matter of minutes. Yeah, that was... we got squashed very rapidly and decisively. Sometimes that's how it goes, sadly.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Let's go get some boots.
What that guy said.
Indeed.
Might have been able to understand him without that sock in his mouth.
Yeah, his mic's way too close to his mouth, I think.
Oh, that poor guy. Yes, welcome to Pola Highlands. Probably one of my least favourite maps, honestly. But, yes, welcome.
We've all been there.
At least we're not going to be curb stomped like we were last time. That was just like a complete roll. And some of our team were being really salty in the chat as well, blaming people, saying, is it your first time installing? Did you actually configure your keyboard before playing? Or stuff like that. So, you know, there were a couple of salty guys about how quickly that we were destroyed. But yeah, there was nothing we could do in that situation. I was merely among the first to get killed. And even then I did some okay damage back in return, so, you know.
My first time out in this mech, so this may be an epic failure.
That depends on your perspective. In my previous match, our entire team got wiped out in a couple of minutes fighting. That was an epic failure. So frankly, anything you do that's better than that is, you know, better.
Well, I've lived my whole life taking advantage of low standards, so I guess I'll just keep it up.
How's
Heck,
that
your
whole
mic's
saying
about
go?
an inch from your mouth, buddy.
Yeah, how's that whole saying go? Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
This any better? Not really. Ah, fuck me. It's legible at least.
Anyway, yeah. This is one of the drawbacks of the Archer. Yeah, I think it's this button.
Something, I guess.
Yep, there are my pods. Behold
there
my
you go.
rabbit ears. Yes. But that happens every time I fire one of the weapon pods, so yeah. Anyway, this MRM Archer, I mentioned very briefly in the previous map before we got killed. It's probably my most planned out mech ever, in all the ones I've got, because I actually, it's a result of my love of MRMs as a weapon system when they first came out. I still really like them, but I'm out of practice with all weapon systems, so you know, it's a matter of perspective really. We are getting seriously spread out, aren't we? Ooh, dear. But yeah, I actually went on the MechLab tool
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
and deliberately went through a bunch of mechs once I realised I wanted to try and work out what the lightest mech I could get was that would fit 2 MOM40s and a decent stock of ammunition and any supporting systems I could work into it, and that's how I settled on this Archer. So that's why I think this class is a favourite. It was very carefully put together, balanced even before I ever bought the mech, because I knew what I was trying to do with it.
Acquired.
And it went from there, and it's honestly worked out really well. It's just, once again, it's like a fire support kind of mech more
New
than anything else.
target
Oop.
acquired.
Something took a pot shot at me. Not sure what.
Target spotted.
Oh, shit.
Ah, there it is.
New target acquired.
Trying to work out what the heck I'm aiming at, but that's a Warhawk over there. Very damaged Warhawk,
Target
actually.
destroyed.
A dead Warhawk, actually, that's even worse.
New target
Oop.
acquired.
Target spotted.
But yeah, every time I click my button to fire one of my launchers, it pops up the rabbit ear, and so my side torso where the launchers are firing from becomes
spotted.
way
Target
easier to
torso.
shoot at.
Target spotted.
So that's one of the drawbacks of this weapon system. I just need to... hello.
Data target spotted.
Oh, I think that was just out of range, sadly.
New target acquired.
What is that? That is an Ebon Jaguar, which is very badly damaged. And being racked to death, I think?
New target acquired.
Nope, yep,
That
that
was
was...
a stick, don't shoot, don't tell.
Jaguar. But yeah, anytime I'm being prioritised is a time to back the hell up. But I'm basically fighting in a no-cover environment here, which is far from ideal. And that was friendly fire. Ow. No, I think that hit my arm more than anything else. But yeah, I just need to find things to lob missiles at, and then that's how this goes. I just have to be careful because one of the problems with the MOM system, at least this side of it, is if I fire several things at once,
New target
then I actually get a
acquired.
massive heat spike, but this mech can handle...
Hotel it, you have one coming around on you.
Ow. This thing, if it's ignored for any moment of time, it pumps out
Target
massive amounts of
destroyed.
damage.
New target acquired.
Like that.
Need assistance.
Unfortunately, I just have to wait for the launch to reload. Like that. And someone spotted me and I'm backing the hell up now. But that, yeah, that Jagger mech
Destroyed.
was badly nicked. Oh, I'm getting badly nicked now. Ow. Left torso's damaged. I am in bad condition. Luckily, they don't seem to have many LRMs, so...
Target acquired.
But yeah, enemy pops up, I have massive amounts of explosives to share with them. And that's why I like this build. It's simple, it's direct. It's very, very potent, actually. What the hell is that? That is a bloody PPC mech. Oop, that's- Be aware there's a light mech sniping somewhere around H9, H10. So yeah, we got a sniper on our flank. So you are... Oh, hello.
New target acquired.
Oh, you shut down? What a shame. Come on, reload. Fire! I forgot to show you my skill tree actually, but this thing is geared towards
Ow.
heat management first, and then it's kind of gearing towards getting the launchers to fire faster. I am in the middle of things. This is really bad, really bad, really bad. I am probably going to die here. Oh, got a kill. I shouldn't sound so surprised, but I just did. So, there goes one of my launchers. And I think this guy is trying to go for me. Oh, no, picked him off with my remaining launcher. But yeah, I am... Yeah. 2 kills for me. Oh, what's that?
Target acquired.
That is a javelin. Oh joy. I'm meant to be bullying the heavy and assault mechs, not a light mech. Especially since my armor is completely shredded. I am not in good condition. Missed. That... Where did that come from? Oh. Is that a... That's a corpse. Okay.
Need assistance.
I'm moving up behind you.
Need assistance.
I'm following... Oh, there's a PPC sniper over here. I see why he wanted assistance. Okay. The problem is I have no armor left. Oh, ow. Odds are I'm going to die to this guy as well, but... well, if that's how it goes, so be it. If I get into... Wait, is a clan. ERPPC doesn't have a minimum range on it.
New target acquired. M4M ammo at 25%.
Come back here. Yep. Splat. Well, yeah, look at the damage figures that time, though. 516 taken, so I actually got kind of shredded there. But I took a lot of damage. 612 done. 2 outright kills and 6 assists, so that was a lot more work than that one. Yeah.
Incoming missile.
But yeah, it's 10-10 though, all even, and I think we've got more weight left over than they do. Yeah, we've got 2 of our heavier mechs versus 2 of their lighter mechs. The only problem is that they've got snipers, so they can just outmaneuver and harry ours. Well, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, honestly. But hey, we're going to find out. And then, because the first match was so short, we are going to see a 3rd match in this video. So yeah, there is that to look forward to as well. Catch you in a little while. Because this is probably going to take a bit, honestly. Yeah, that was, yeah. I thought that was going to end in a loss. Admittedly, the Javelin was a quad SRM2 build, but their, that Shadowcat I was chasing was actually a dual ERPPC sniper. So yeah, there we go. This match, 612 damage done, 516 taken, 2 outright kills, 6 kill assists. AMS did some work as well, so yeah, it's, it all went okay-ish. It just, we lost the wrong units ultimately, so they had really fast light stuff, we had really slow heavy stuff, and they had snipers versus our Timberwolf was a generalist and our Annihilator was quad rack 2s, so they kind of had a loadout advantage at that point, honestly, especially with this map. This map is heavily favoured their mechs over ours. So yeah, there wasn't much to be done there, unfortunately. Kind of curious though, how did I do? if I look, I did 460, third best in my team overall. Jeez. Yeah, fear the MWO-40s. That's why I like them. Anyway, roll on third match. Here we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to Crimson Straits. Oh, that's a PPC catapult. Yay! Another one of my old favourites, that. But anyway, moving on. Welcome to Crimson Straits. The game mode is Elimination, so murder anything that moves. Except for preferably our guys, but I'm using dumbfire high explosive missiles, so promises are not guaranteed. Yes, this is also one of my most familiar maps, so if you don't mind me, I'll go and hide in the tunnel now until the enemy stops playing around and goes home, because that's nice and safe. Nah, in all honesty, this mech, I've called it a support mech because it's not really strong enough to be on the forefront for the most part. Though, as you saw in the previous match, it can hold up if it can get out of the line of fire. If its focus is going to die fast. But really, I guess its preferred natural habitat is choke points. Somewhere where the enemy's forced to come from one general direction, and then it just lobs missiles at them. So I think that's probably where this thing is the best optimized. Even better, choke points to the roof, so it's not going to get missiled from afar. I mean, that ERPPC Shadowcat was that's what ultimately won that last match. It was that mech's fault that the Annihilator and the Madcat went down, and in fact, I'm not sure if that's going to be included in the cuts or not, but the our last two mechs both died to that Shadowcat. It just sniped them both. So, you know,
Target
that's how
acquired.
it goes, isn't it? It seems to be out here, so there's nothing really peeking around in the tunnels, it seems like. So, yeah, let's go and find out what's going out. So we've got a treble large pulse hunchback IIC, of all things. But the enemy doesn't seem to be wanting to
New target
play
acquired.
peekaboo, at least in the moment. Also, we are incredibly spread out. And I would like to mention that apparently we are also in a light, medium, heavy match. So there's barely any assault mechs in here. There's like maybe one or two, one on each side, maybe a second one, but we're mostly lighter and faster equipment. Oop. That king crab is... No, that's not a king crab, that's a crab. You're not a king of anyone. That crab backed up hard there, and sadly it's too crowded for me to even get through. So I guess if I want to really start doing any kind of work, I have to actually expose myself and see
We're experiencing some losses.
what we
Don't
can
get
find.
sloppy
But I
out
am
there.
heavy. I really shouldn't be doing this. That poor Nova. His rear armour
New
evaporated.
target acquired.
So yeah, yeah.
Okay, this is not good. 4-0 already. Yay.
Oh yeah, we're actually dying pretty quick. If you see a Nova, its rear armour has been torn open, so feel free to shoot it.
New target acquired.
But yeah, something is going horribly, horribly wrong for us here.
New target acquired.
Just got to wait for my reload because
I'll be contacting you.
I've also got to be very wary of that Shadow Vault because it's like... Ah! He walked right in front of my shots. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to shoot you in the back there.
New target acquired.
That is a large pulse hunchback.
Heat level critical.
And heat overloading. That's okay. That That guy is kind of badly damaged.
Left person critical.
Oh, something's hitting me from above, I think. I need to regroup with my allies. Who is that? I bet it's that Nova, actually. My rear plating could withstand a few hits, though, so...
Target acquired.
Okay, I need to get with my guys because, quite simply, we are taking too much damage. Support mech to the rescue! Indiscriminate bombs about to fly.
We've lost half our force. Can't lose any more soldiers.
Jeez. Oh, it's my left side that's damaged as well, so I really don't want to be losing that.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Something with large lasers has spotted me and was pummeling me in the back. That was... Oh, hello.
New target acquired. Right torso critical damage. NKM destroyed.
Oh, I've lost the ammo. Oh, I'm going to lose more than that. Oh dear.
We've taken critical losses.
Target destroyed.
Ow! Am I the last? No, there's only a couple left. Can't move.
Right arm critical damage.
Yeah, there was nothing else I was going to do but die there. They called out my last launcher.
Control the surface.
But still, again,
Anyone read?
look at the damage there. Look at the damage I dished out. That was decent. Give me the kill screen. There we go, final screen. Right. Even though we lost there, I did enough damage to come out equal, so no change to my pilot rating. 2 outright kills, 1 kill assist, so I was struggling to find targets for the most part. The enemy was where I was not, but 533 damage, 514 damage taken. A little bit of team damage, but that you saw it, that Shadow Hawk, I think that was a Shadow Hawk, just walked right in front of me. But yeah, that's it for that one. So, this has been a look at my dumbfire missile spewing archer. Pretty decent in terms of raw damage output and maneuverability. And it's got enough armor that it can survive some hits, but it's going to fall quickly once it starts getting focused down. So it's not the most durable mech, it's not the fastest mech, it's specialised in what it can do, but I like it. It works, at least for me. And that's why I like it. So yeah, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. And I'll catch you all some other time, some other place, some other video or content or wherever. Until then, have a good day. No, that outro doesn't feel quite the same. See you all later. Yes, there we go.